Okay, none of this is perfect. I'm not concerned about if I'm shaved. I'm not concerned about if the light's right. Hell, I don't even know if you can hear me. But if you can hear me and you're interested in voiceover, I implore you, listen through to this entire message. So, as a lot of you know, I am one of the moderators on a Reddit group that is one of the largest Reddit groups focused on voiceover. And today, we had somebody come in and say, and again, this isn't even unique. This happens all the time. Somebody comes in and says, I hate the way my voice sounds. Now, I did an entire video on this, okay? And you'll probably see it up here if I take the time to put the card in. That's not even important. But this person is talking about how they don't like their voice and they're thinking about getting surgery to change it. No. There. Was that emphatic enough? No. So many people struggle with the actual sound of their voice, and they want to change it. They want to change it into the voice that they hear themselves speaking from in their heads. This idealized voice, this perfect voice, this voice that will make them successful in voiceover. That voice doesn't exist. That voice isn't real. Because the truth of the matter is, you don't achieve success in voiceover because of your voice. I will give you right now the one thing, the very one thing that makes you a successful voice talent. Your confidence. I don't have a special voice. I have a very average voice. I have a lisp, I have fat lips, and I don't have this sonorous tone to my speaking voice. I'm an average guy. I sell myself as an average voice. I'm what's referred to in the industry as an everyman because I sound like the dude next door. And that's fine. That's okay. Stop thinking that your voice is the thing. It's not. It's not about your voice. That's why you so often hear me talk about the voice and the read. They're not the same thing. And somebody feeling so self-conscious of their voice that they're thinking about getting surgery to change it. That is wrong thinking. And here's an example. Here's an analogy, I'll say. Do you know of anybody who would walk up to a guitar, not knowing how to play the guitar, pick it up and suddenly be able to play a tune that you recognize? Hell, play a tune that's in tune. No. Why? Because that's not how musical instruments work. That's not how being a musician works. You have to learn to play the guitar. Now we're under this misapprehension that simply because you have a voice, you would know how to voice talent. Your voice is a musical instrument. And if you are not trained in how to use it, if you are not trained in how to play it, if you are not trained in how to properly execute with your voice, you're not going to make music. It takes practice. It takes training. Nobody is a virtuoso from the moment they're born. Yes, there are prodigies. Absolutely. But the word prodigy means that they're above and beyond most other people. The vast majority of working voice talents, people who earn their living with their voice, are not prodigies. Yes, they could word before they earned money with their voice. That's true. But they will also be very quick to tell you that they didn't start out like that. They had to learn how to speak for voiceover. And speaking for voiceover is not the same as speaking to your friends. It's inherently different. But the one thing that a musician and a voice talent share is that even if you know how to play your instrument pretty well, the number one thing that sets apart somebody who plays a guitar from a guitar player and somebody who talks versus a voice talent is confidence. I'm an average guy with an average voice who gets work because I speak with confidence. Confidence sounds like something. People don't just hear it, they feel it. And that's why an average schmuck like me gets work. Because I speak with confidence. And I have that confidence because I've practiced, because I've learned, I've gone to school, I've studied. If you want to succeed in voiceover from wherever you are right now, no matter what your voice sounds like, you don't need surgery. There's room for your voice, no matter how much you might hate it. There's room for that voice in voiceover. What that voice needs is confidence. And that confidence comes from learning how to play your instrument. Learning elocution and diction and speech and intonation and breath control and the ability to maximize what you have. I have no special kind of voice, but I probably have the confidence to make sure that people listen to what I have to say. And people are willing to pay me for that. And if you go to school on it, if you learn to become a virtuoso of your own instrument, people will be willing to pay you for it too. That's all I got.